Hello there, Daniel Williamson here. I have a little idea for some people to kind of show you what you can do with your smartphone. For those of us who work at festivals like Scottish Highland Games and things like that, and you run an information booth and you're trying to help people out with looking up certain pieces of facts and data. Something I've done with my new smartphone, it's a Samsung Fascinate, runs the Android system, is I've found several free apps and also bookmarked certain pages on the home screens to enable me to help people in a very quick and efficient way in an area where you normally wouldn't be able to access certain types of information. So, because normally you wouldn't have been able to do this unless you had some fancy hotspot Wi-Fi system for a laptop. However, if you have a little handheld smartphone, you could actually use it like a small handheld computer. For those of us who have smartphones know what that's about. So anyway, first off, up at the top here, I've got one for BBC News. I've got one for Scottish Government News app and a Scottish Television News app. So if people are interested in what's going on currently in relation over in Scotland, I can quickly pull stuff up, like let's pull up the Scottish Government one. And of course it has news headlines, and you can just kind of scroll through them, and there are little pictures and video icons will load momentarily. But anyway, that's just, you know, one of those news apps that you can get that's Scottish based, which is great because of things that are going on in Scotland today, you know, with the whole move towards independence from the Union. So people are probably interested in knowing things about that. Another interesting app that I got was free. It doesn't have that many surnames in it, but you can do a surname lookup if you want to, you know, show if something is Scottish or not. Here, let me do one. Now, I did something easy. I typed in MacDonald. Of course, it's going to be a Scottish surname. But anyway, it just shows you a little bit about that name. And let me back out of that. Of course, I've added the Wikipedia. It is user-submitted data. It's not always 100% accurate, but it is an encyclopedia right there in your pocket. So this is very good if you're going to access some information very quickly. If there's something maybe you're not knowledgeable about. Some of the better ones, a lot of times at a lot of these Highland Games tents and stuff, people are trying to demonstrate what their tartan is. And they're always using books that have inaccuracies, or they're limited on the number of tartans that they show. But if you got one of these smartphones, you can place a bookmark, especially if your one is using an Android system. You can customize all your screens. I have a bookmark for both the Scottish Register of Tartans by the government and the Scottish Tartans Authority. I'll pull up the Scottish Register of Tartans. And it's pretty easy if you wanted to, you know, look one up. You just kind of zoom in here, click on the search, type in the name, and we'll do let's do gun. That's really easy. And I guess I can just search it down there like that, and it pulls up the two. Well, this one up here is the real one, and the one down here is the one from the Vesterium Scoticum, which is an inaccurate one. But anyway, and you can click on that, pull up the data, and show them what the tartan looks like right there on your phone if you didn't have it in your book. Well, most books are going to have that tartan, but anyway, that's just using that as a quick example. So looking up a tartan pretty quick. If facts about Scotland and history. I've got Electric Scotland to bookmark. I've always loved this site. The site's just fabulous. I can't say enough about it. First to really start posting a lot of out-of-print books in PDF and JPEG format that you can look at online. And they're constantly adding. And this is just like the cover page. All this is just what's recently been added. The most recent, I think, 100 adding that they've had to the website. So every week they're adding something to their website. It's a fantastic place. Of course, you can look up anything you think of. You can poetry. You can go look up on Rabbie Burns. You can food and drink. There's all kinds of stuff. Really great website. Anyway, I've got that one bookmarked. For people doing genealogy, I have my Ancestry account bookmarked, so I can do a quick search. So I can come in here and do a search for somebody if I wanted to look them up, or an ancestor that they're interested in. So that's a good app. That's not an app, but it's a bookmark. Another helpful one that's free. It's not always 100% accurate. It's probably about 70% accurate, but that's FamilySearch.org. Another good genealogical tool. And then Find a Grave, which is another one that is great and that's free. And I love that one too. I found a lot of information for my own family there. And then, of course, if people are interested in it, you want to explain to them the Family Tree DNA project. I've got them bookmarked. Let's see, I've got information on traveling in Scotland. And I got a nice little Flags of the World app, which is also free. Everything I've added on this is free, by the way. That's my location there. Let me move that. But anyway, as you can see, it's got the flags listed for X number amount of countries, most of them actually. So that's also helpful. And then I've got a matching English and Gaelic quiz here. And if I go to the next page, I got a couple of other ones bookmarked here. Let's see, what's this one? Oh, Scotland's People. It's another good website. The 1911 census in Scotland has recently been released, so that's good. Yeah. I've got, and then of course where I volunteer at, Scottish Tartan Museum, their webpage. And let's see what else I got here. I've got X Marks The Scot, Kilt Wearers Forum, bookmarked. And another really good one. And this is probably the best genealogical website for Ireland, is Roots Ireland. So that's another good one, and I have an account with them. I haven't signed in on the phone with them yet, but let's see. And another thing that I've done, which is very helpful, it's just unreal, is there's a lot of free books now, and even with the Kindle set up with Amazon, a lot of the books there are free, and because they're aged and they're out of print, but they've been digitized. So I've got just free access to information in case it's needed. All sorts of books that are all either Scottish or Irish. So this is just my little idea that people could do with their smartphone if they run a clan tent booth or they volunteer for some other type of Celtic organization where they need to access information very quickly when they can't show it to somebody in a book. You can use your smartphone and you can have it on hand with your, your 3G or 4G connection to the internet. So anyway, there you go. Thanks for watching. Hope this is helpful.